So in all my years playing this game, I have never known until now that you can actually get a Dark Wizard in the bank at Draenor. I have never seen one in here, but you can actually lure at least this one in here, and he will kind of get stuck because he can't really find his way back. He's not going to go loop around back again, as far as I know. He seems to barely move. I guess this could be useful if you want to practice banking while in combat. That's something that's pretty important in Deadman, although we really haven't heard much about Deadman recently. Thank you very much to today's Patreon sponsors, Film Swag and Brigadis. Hello everyone, my name is AndrewAJT and welcome back to part 6 of Trailblazer. The full playlist is in the description if you missed any episodes. Please consider subscribing as well so you don't miss any future episodes. At the conclusion of last week's video, we were 1053 total, so let's see what we can do today. I decided to fight these guys for Snapegrass. They have a fairly common drop rate for it. It's not really a great way to get Snapegrass, but with the area restriction, it's one of our better options, and this allowed me to make prayer potions, which are not super useful because of the last recall and Artie Cape combo, but we will get lots of herblore levels from them, and they might come in handy in the wilderness as well, so might as well make these. So today we're mainly going to focus on Slayer. I have some more food and some more levels now, so Slayer should be much more manageable. And we're going to go for a little bit of a gear upgrade as well, so hopefully we get some luck with that. There's 60 defense, which again, I know defense isn't technically the most optimal thing to train, but not having prayer yet in some ways makes it more valuable. My plan for a while now has been to get 43 prayer when I unlock the wilderness, but there's still quite a few tasks to do for that, and I really should have just buried more big bones along the way, even throughout this episode. Here's a Fire Giants task, and the 60 defense should help out, but I was still taking quite a bit of damage throughout this task, although it was manageable. Here's a small upgrade, the Mithril Square Shield, which will help a little bit. Really, the reason these Slayer tasks are possible is because of the Fluid Strike's increased attack rate, because even though I'm taking a bit of damage, I'm defeating them so fast that I can manage it with the food I have, especially now that I have lobsters, and I can still get the Artie food whenever I need it from the stalls. Historically, Fire Giants are known for their Rune Scimitar drop, although going for that is not really super optimal, and there's 75 combat. Obviously, I already have the D-Skim, but even before that, if I really wanted a Rune weapon, I could have bought the Rune Short Sword from the Rune store in the Champions Guild to hold me over until I got the D-Skim. So really, I see people making Ironmans or new accounts and they do Fire Giants right away for the Rune Skim, but it's a 1 in 128 drop, which is not super common. It's really not worth going for off task because the Rune Short Sword is almost as good, and you're better off spending the time going for the Dragon Scimitar. I didn't get a Rune Skim drop from over 100 Fire Giants, which would have been nice for the Elk, but I should be able to manage. So next task, Spiders. So you can actually fight these in the Stronghold for a little bit more XP, but just for the points, I fought them in Lumbridge Basement, which is very quick, and this was quite amazing, this Maze Random. You can get some very good rewards from Maze Randoms. They're even worth doing in the main game. Let's see what we get. Death Runes and Steel Arrows. How many is it going to be? 149 Death Runes. That is really good. And those Steel Arrows are actually exactly what I needed for the next time I train range. So really a perfect reward there. So this next task was kind of unfortunate. I got a Jad task option. This was a tough choice because it's certainly possible at my level, although it would be quite difficult with 50 range and 60 defense. I could probably do it with lots of prayer flicking, but I would rather go for the Fire Cape at a higher level. I took the TzHaar task, which wasn't necessarily going to be that much easier. I got really lucky with random events this episode though, because here's a Mr. Mordot random Book of Knowledge. I almost didn't notice the imp because there's a lot of imps on Karamja anyway, and I just thought it was another imp, but I found him and I got quite a bit of prayer XP there. So I tried using the death runes and they went by pretty quick. They did get me 60 magic, but these guys actually have some magic levels, so they're not necessarily great for casting magic on. I know a lot of people used to like to fight TzHaars like off task back in the day. I never did that, so I'm not actually very familiar with fighting these guys, and this task ended up being quite a slog because these guys have pretty high defense and they also hit really high. There's 58 Slayers, so we could get a Black Mask potentially soon. There's only one type of Major, and the problem is, even though I do have Prey Mage, if you attack the Major, some of the other TzHaars will pile on you, so that's not really an option. So I had to keep going to Artie for more food in addition to using my lobsters and strength potions. There was some issue with the tasks, and as you see there, a lot of people ended up getting a free 250 points. You can read more about it in the update, which I'll link down below. Here's my first big item drop of the task, an OB dagger, which is very nice because it gives 100 points to equip. The dagger itself is not super useful. I'll hold on to it if I need a stab weapon maybe, but overall I don't think I'll actually be using it for combat. But still, it's another option, and I could always sell it for Tokul as well, so it's definitely a nice drop to get. What I would really like to get is an OB shield or cape before the end of the task, although at this point I only had 17 left, so that was not looking very practical. But maybe I'll get some luck, and let's see what I get here after this fishing random. I did get some attack and defense levels from this task, and the rapid heal combined with fluid strikes definitely made up for a lot of the HP deficit, even though I was so reliant on food. Let's see what this guy drops. Oh my god, that's exactly what I needed. That is a huge upgrade, the OB shield. That's going to give us so much more defense and also 5 strength bonus. That will really help out. I don't have access to defenders right now, so in many ways this is almost the best shield we can get, or maybe just simply the best shield I can get. It's also 100 points to equip, just like the OB dagger, so really nice task actually. It wasn't easy, I took a lot of damage, I had to get food a lot, get prayer a lot, but this is a huge upgrade, and it's going to make combat much better, both offensively and defensively. And I got another one on the final kill of the task, which is very nice. I don't know what I can really do with the duplicate, other than, again, maybe sell it for Tokul, but if I ever lose the first one, I will have another, which is nice as well. And I also got some points for getting Slayer points, because it was a league task. So here's spiders again, boring, and let's try again. Hill Giants. I also managed to complete a beginner clue scroll. Nothing much as far as rewards, but I did complete another league task because of it. So this time at Hill Giants, I did bury all the bones, and I got 40 prayer, which is good enough for prey range, and I also got a key to fight the boss. I've never fought this boss before, but it was very easy because it's a low-level boss, and let's see what I get. 50 big bones noted, and another task completed. So the big bones are nice. That should actually put a nice dent in 43 prayer. I was able to get 41 here and also get a little bit closer to 43. So maybe I can actually just finish that up with Hill Giants off task or something. So this was another successful week of Trailblazer overall. Here's my stats and points by the end of the video. My current goals are to get 43 prayer and also unlock the wilderness, so that should be fun. So thank you for watching another week of Trailblazer. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already. You can join my clan chat up on screen, my Discord down below. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram down below. And if you want to support the channel even further, you can check out my Patreon page in the end screen. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all on Tuesday.